Hiya. Many of you won't know, but at the beginning of the year, our church in Junction 42 began a conversation alongside the message about establishing a connect group in the heart of Middlesbrough, a real beachhead for the gospel to be proclaimed into a community that doesn't naturally gravitate towards normal functional church life. And we were all excited about that. We had a venue lined up and we were having lots of planning meetings, and there's a real faith expectation that big things were going to happen and be birthed in the centre of Middlesbrough. Then boom, lockdown came, but that didn't stop the gospel going out. We began live streaming on a Wednesday night, the Middlesbrough Connect group, with worship, with a testimony and with a short gospel power message. And we're believing that we're beginning to sow into something that ultimately is going to be birthed in its fullness once the lockdown's finished, where we then can gather as community, eat together, pray together, and see the gospel birthed in lives. So it's going to be a real exciting time. We're overjoyed by what we're seeing, and we believe that as a church we're going to see lots and lots of people added to us that's come through this power encounter ministry taking place in the centre of Middlesbrough in the coming months ahead of us. And so now I'd just like to hand over to Dave Mumford, and he's going to tell you a little bit about 313.
Hey guys, Dave Mumford here from 313. Hope you're doing all right. Just wanted to share a little bit about what we've been up to since lockdown. And obviously we've not been able to do our usual courses and training at the Oakwood Centre. However, many of you will know that we have a partnership with the local probation services in Teesside, and we've actually continued to work with them over the last 4 weeks. They've continued to refer people to us, and Martin Kempson, who's our employment engagement officer, has actually been in contact with over 140 ex-offenders, just on the phone or on Zoom, helping them with their CVs, signposting them towards courses, or letting them know about the jobs that are going at the moment, which has been great. But actually, what we really feel we can help with at this time is spreading a message of hope, and sharing a bit about our faith during these crazy times, and the very things that we can sort of cling on to during this time, which has been great. And also on top of that, we've been doing a lot of planning and prepping around future contracts and future courses and training that we want to deliver in 2021 in partnerships with other like-minded organizations that which we're really excited about, actually. So that's a little window of what we've been up to at this time. So next up, we want to hear from Pete Conroy and Connect and all that's going on there. Over to you, Pete.
Thanks for that, Dave. Here we are in Stockton. Some of you know that we run a Connect group in Stockton. We normally meet on a Thursday night. We have a meeting on a Thursday night normally, where we preach the gospel and we cook a meal, and we usually have a great time. But with this lockdown, we're not able to do that, but there's lots that we can do. The actual centre is being used as a food distribution for people in need, and they're taking boxes and bags of food round to people who require them. And I've been bringing them round to some of the contacts that we have in Stockton here on Shaftesbury Street. And I'm just going to take a bag of food now to a family that we've been working with for some time. And I'm just, obviously with social distancing, we're knocking on the door and we're leaving food for them to come and pick up. And here they come. Hello there, Daryl, how are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad.
Give everybody a wave. How many children have you got?
9.
9 children.
Yeah.
Here we are, and normally I bring a bit more food, but I've got a little bit today. And Daryl and one of his daughters are going to come on an alpha course that we're starting next week. Is that right, Daryl?
That's right, yeah.
Looking forward to that?
Yeah, definitely.
Kids, give everybody a wave.
Okay.
Wonderful. Okay, so it's just great that we can still do things here in Stockton, and the gospel's going out and people are hearing about Jesus, and there's still lots that we can do in reaching out to people. And now I'm going to hand over to my good friend, Matt Williamson. Take care now.
That's brilliant. Thanks for that, Pete. Great news. Great to hear everything that's going on. So my name's Matt Williamson, and this is my mate Paul Saxton, and we're running an online Alpha course at the moment. So Paul's a bit of an expert at Alpha. He's run loads of them in the past, but this one's his first one that he's done online. So how's it going, Paul? How are you finding it?
Yeah, I'm not sure about expert, Matt, but yeah, we've done a few. It's been going really, really well. It's been nice to see this group have been really comfortable with each other. It's been comfortable running it at home. People feel more open, answering questions, exploring faith. We've seen people come into faith. And yeah, people have been praying for the first time as well, and seeing answers to prayer. And it's just been really great to see how God's moving through Alpha.
Yeah, it has been great, hasn't it? I think that people being in their own home has really helped with like childcare issues and people feeling comfortable, and makes it a little bit less of a time commitment as well, doesn't it? So that's been great for people to do that.
Yeah, it's been absolutely brilliant. So far, so good.
Brilliant. So yeah, we're about halfway through this one. We're going to start looking at some other courses, get some other ones organised. So if you've never done an Alpha, or it's been years since you've done one and you want to do another one, feel free to get in touch. I think you can get in touch through the website, and the website address is going to come along at the bottom of the screen sometime. So spread the word, tell all your friends. If anybody's out there wondering, is there more to life than this? Then this is exactly the type of thing that they need to be doing. So yeah, great. And I think now we're going to hear from Joe and CHRISTA.
Hi guys, it's CHRISTA Bearswell, and I am here to talk to you about how some of the youth work is getting on at TVC Church during lockdown. So we have moved a lot of our content online, which honestly is where most of our youth spend their time anyways. So in addition to having Sunday talks and also Friday night live streams on Instagram, we've had the real joy of getting to continue our small groups over Zoom. So in our year 7 to 10 discipleship group, we've actually had some students that had a really hard time making it in person who have been attending our online sessions, and that has been a real encouragement. So over to Joe to share a bit of how our older youth are doing.
Hi, Joe Winchlarden here, and I lead the older youth lads group known as Yetis. And we've been meeting each week, and it's been really good to continue just to look at what it means to be a follower of Jesus, and also to connect with each other as friends. And it's been pretty much a full turnout each week, which has been awesome. And we've been playing the game Boggle, and I thought I was pretty good at Boggle, but no, my youth boys absolutely whooped me. Anyway, I'm sure I'll get over it. Next up, we're going to hear from Anna Biddlecombe, who's going to talk to us about young children and families. See ya.
Hi, I'm Anna, and it's great to be able to give you an update on Children and Families Ministry at Tees Valley Community Church. Throughout lockdown, it's really been our heart as a team to support parents as they continue to show and share the love of Jesus with their children, even in these unusual and sometimes difficult times. We've done this in a variety of ways. Hopefully you've seen the resources that we're sharing for families on a Sunday morning. If you haven't got children and you haven't had a look at them, why not take a look, see what we're doing, and you may even learn something new. We've also been having catch-ups over Zoom with some of the children that come to our groups regularly. It's been just great fun to see them, and to see them still being able to connect with each other. This week we're starting a new initiative. We're running an online Parenting for Faith course, which we're really hoping will encourage and give confidence to our parents as we share the love of Jesus with our children day to day. Over Easter, we ran something called Easter Explorers, which was an opportunity for kids to connect with the Easter story through craft. And in the absence of our usual Easter fun, it was great to see kids from Little Acorns and Mini Movers joining in too. As a team, we've really valued this time to pray and reflect on our ministry to children, and we're really excited for all that God is going to do in and through his precious young ones in the coming weeks.